welcome to my YouTube channel again. So if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe and share the video if you feel someone needs it. So today we're going to be doing slash and spread technique for this particular dress, and we're going to show you how it was accomplished. So please hit the subscribe button as I said, and let us start. So now we're going to be using her actual measurements. We're going to be marking the dimensions, and that's her waist is 36 and her hip is 46. So we're going to be taking the dimensions now. So this is 36. So you add your 1 inch extra. So this 36, of course, then 36, of course, you know that circumference measurements are divided by 4. So 36 divided by 4 is 9. Then you keep your 1 inch allowance. Then I'm using a hip distance of 10, right? So we will do it this way. And her hip is 46, which is 11 and a half. So we're going to also add a 1 inch allowance like so. Then for the outfit, the round knee is not so pronounced, as in it's not so tight, it's not so fitted. So we're going to be using a round knee of let me say 42 or 43. Let's use 43, which is 10 3/4, and we now add 1 inch allowance. So these are the dimensions. So we're now going to join the dimensions together. So this way. Then this way. Now, if you notice, I'm using a length of the is a long dress, but I'm using a length of 21 inches. Why? Because at the after I just need to do the slash and spread for the upper part. Then when I'm done, when I'm now doing it on the fabric, I will now add the remaining inches I need. The total inches I need for the bottom is 46 inches. So I'll just make it up when I put it on the fabric. So now we cut. So then we open it up this way. Now, if you look at the dress, you will see that it has about 5 to 6 slash lines. Okay, and you also notice that it was joined from, as in it has a very wide opening with 5 to 6 slash lines. So now we're going to show you how it was done. So now you at the bottom you will mark like a dart point of 4 inches. Then I'm using a distance of a 9-inch dimension for the upper part. So let's just say 4 inches from the center front and 9 inches from the upper part. So you now join your lines together. Okay, this one you join it this way. So this is how it looks. You could also use this for a smoothie. You could use your curve to smoothen it. Like so. So this is how it looks. So now we're going to be drawing we're going to cut this out, right? And we're now going to do our draw our slash lines. So we cut this out like so. And we now draw our slash lines. Now we have about, let's see how many slash lines we can do. Okay, so I think we can do about 6 slash lines. So we start from the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we're now going to be slashing all the way. We're going to be slashing all the way. You slash with your ruler this time. We're going to be slashing all the way. As of course, we're not going to open it up at the edge, but we're going to be making long slash lines now, like this. Okay, so these are your lines. Now the next step now is to cut through. Of course, remember that whichever scissors you use for paper is not the same scissors you use for dresses, because the paper would definitely make the scissors get blunt. So you cut. Remember I said you're not cutting through. Okay, so we have our slash lines now. So the next step now is to the next step now is to transfer. We can decide to transfer this straight onto the clothing, but for easier manipulation, we can decide to transfer it onto another piece of paper, then get our slash spaces right before now taking it to the fabric. So let's go. Now we've transferred our first brown paper slash lines to the second one. Now we want to get our slash spaces. So we have spread it right now, and the spaces are, the pleat lines are about 2 inches, 2 inches. So we gave like a space of about 2 inches for each one of them. So now we're going to be marking. Now for every space, every spread, every space, every pleat space, you know, you keep like an excess, a little bit of excess. It will not be on the same plane with the lines. It will not be on the same lane. You put like a triangular excess on each point, so that when you pleat, it will not, as in the fabric would not get short. It will not go short. Instead, it would be okay for your pleats. Then after the pleats, any excess remaining, you can just trim it off. So you leave like a triangular space in between for each one of them. So now we can cut. At this point, you also need things to wedge it. You need some things to wedge it. So we're cutting our lines now. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So the next, so we can see the pleats. So it's usually good to see the pleat spaces so that it's easier to pleat. So the next thing now would be to, so the next thing now will be to transfer it onto the fabric and now complete the length of this. Okay, so this is how you can see now. I've taken the paper and I've added my extra inches that I want for the length of the bottom. So the paper itself was 21 and a half. So I've added, and I needed 46 inches. So I've added an extra 24 and a half to complete my bottom, the bottom of the skirt of the dress. So, and I've also traced out my lines. So I want to cut now. So the mechanism of this is that by the time you add your by the time you pleat up, the dress goes back to the actual shape. So that's the mechanism of slash and spread. By the time you now pleat up, it goes back to the actual. So we would show you when we are doing our pleats. So stay tuned. Okay, so now we want to do the pleats. So remember that we kept this triangular edges so that we can know exactly where the pleats, the space between the pleats. So now we go like this. We take this edge from this edge to this edge. That's the first one. You take your pin and put it in place. And we'll do that for the other lines too. So we take it, the second one, we put it in place. Remember, from one triangular edge to the other triangular edge on the bottom. And the third one. And the fourth one. Mm. From this edge to this edge. Mm. Okay, so from this to this. Make sure you leave like a 1 inch, yeah. So from here to here. So this is, you can see how it's looking. It's already taking shape. Let's take it join to the back. You can now do your, you can now fold and join the front to the back and continue your work. So continue. Okay, so guys, this is the upper part of our dress. This is the upper part of our dress. So actually, slash and spread wasn't used there. We used the method called placing. Why? Because there was already a fabric, as in there was already a fabric, that we could actually place and pleat on. So when there is a fabric, when there is you know a fabric inside that you can place and pleat on, you don't have to use slash and spread. You can just place, do the inner work, then just pleat on the inner fabric. But it's now when there's no, when you don't require a fabric to place and pleat on, that you will now do your slash and spread. That is when it is very necessary to use your slash and spread.
Guys,
I hope it's
so here is the
understood. So we
outcome
want to
of
continue
our
our dress.
dress. You can see how beautiful it looks. So we use the placing method for the upper part, and we use the slash and spread technique for the bottom. So here it is. I hope you will try yours. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.